Hello and welcome back to the Byzantines. In between episodes, I was taunted in the comments for having a war character, but still not securing the Mediterranean or reinstating the grain dole. So, this time, we're going to go to war, because I want to, and we also have about 7 years of time to spend, so this seems like a good excuse to, well, do something else for about 7 years and then come back to working on some other stuff. Also, in between episodes, I've gone through all of our vassals and set them to recruit men-at-arms. Now, interestingly, you can only do this with administrative vassals. If I do this and I go to feudal, it's not an option. You cannot ask a feudal person to recruit men-at-arms. You, however, can for admin, right? So that's a little bit weird. I don't know why. I guess it's because you can use the men-at-arms in admin, but you can't use them on feudal. But feudal also has men-at-arms, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyway, doesn't matter. We should probably convert all of these feudal people over, but when we convert them over, then we'll set them proper vassal directives and things. So we're going to leave this for a little bit and then come back to it and see who has created men-at-arms and who hasn't. Now, let's go back to the taunting at the start of the episode. Reinstate the grain dole isn't actually a war-related thing. We don't need to worry about this. This is 3 counties need to have created granaries. That's literally it. If we go down here to Egypt, I just need to find one of these guys. Is anyone here? Yeah, there you go. So this one's created hamlets, right? If we look at the next one up, that's barns and storehouses, farmsteads, granaries. So you need to be at least rank 5 in farms and fields in order to reinstate the grain dole. The thing is, to get to rank 5, we don't need to be here. I believe we maybe need to... actually, maybe it is here. But I think it's here. I think this is actually where we need to be to create the granaries. Actually, it might be able to tell us in here. Let's see what it says we need. We need... manualism and the keep building or its upgrades. The keep building or its upgrades. Or is that just for the next upgrade? It might just be for the next upgrade. I don't think that's actually looking at the upgrade for this one. I think that's looking at the upgrade for the next one. Yeah, there you go. Concentric castle and guilds. Yeah, there you go. So you need concentric castle and guilds. Right. So, although I guess I should probably upgrade that and get in a position. Guilds is at high medieval, and then concentric castle is hoardings. Hoardings is might also be high medieval. There you go, high medieval. So yeah, we can do that in about 7 years plus the time it takes us to get hoardings and guilds, right? So pretty straightforward. So no war is actually required for that one. We just need to wait like, I don't know, 100 years. Now, secure the Mediterranean, that's something that is war-based. So let's go in here and find secure the Mediterranean, which has got to be one of these ones in here somewhere. There you go. So, ignore all of this. We need to take this land, the Duchy of Majorca. So, let's see here. That'll be this duchy. This duchy is fully held by this person. Seems like a pretty straightforward war to me. Now, are you part of one kingdom? That's the other question. No. That's annoying. This is Al-Sark and that's Andalusia. The reason why that's annoying... Oh, wait a second. Never mind. I was going to say it's because we could holy war, but I can't holy war because you're Orthodox. Wait a second. You're Orthodox. Would you be my vassal? Your realm is distant. That's the only... Wait, the only reason this person wouldn't be my vassal is because their realm is distant. Right? So if they shared a border with us, they would be our vassal. Alright. So, if I was... Who are you currently at war with, by the way? You're currently at war with these guys in an invasion of the Kingdom of Andalusia. It's annoying. Are you going to win this war? Yes, probably. Okay. So the reason that's annoying is because they could take over all of that, and then that would cause us issues. What if I holy ward Al-Sark? Now you might be thinking Al-Sark are completely disconnected here. But let's say I holy ward their land, right? That would then mean that I share a border, which is good. That would get us plus 100 in terms of realm as distant. And then, because they hold the Duchy of Majorca, which is de jure part of Alsarc, I could create the Kingdom of Alsarc, thereby becoming his rightful liege, thereby getting vassalization, thereby getting us that bit of land. So I think we can get this land by not declaring war on them. That's an interesting concept. Now, I do want them to win their war, so I'm just going to give them a little bit of, money. There you go. Have up to 1,000 gold. That'll then hopefully allow them to, that will allow them to win their war. They can get mercenaries or whatever, right? They should win this. They currently lost a battle, but they still have more troops. I think they're going to win. Alsarc, who are you allied with? So you're allied with Montpellier, which is over here. Okay, so basically no one. You're also allied with Zenzir. Zenzir over here. Now, if I declare a war on you, you are allied with my vassal. Wait, are you... oh no, you're Zaidi. Yeah. See, what I was wondering is if I declare a war on you, do their allies probably still need to be called in, right? Could I declare a war on them and then on Alsarc? Maybe I want to. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. That'll get my vassals a title, and then we declare war on these guys afterwards. Or at the same time if it lets us. Let's go. I'm not at war with you yet. Perfect. I can't holy war you? Wait, why can't I holy war you? You're a different religion. Wait a second. Can I holy war... Right, you. Hello. I can holy war you. Oh my god, I know why I can't holy war them. What phase of the struggle are we in? We're in compromise. Okay. Bloody, bloody, blah, bloody, bloody. War. Right. See, I think that I can't holy war them because they're in the struggle, right? I think I need to wait till it gets to the next phase to holy war them. Because we're in the compromise phase. Yeah, holy wars cannot be declared within the struggle region. If I'm uninvolved in the struggle, why does this apply to me? There's no reason for it to apply to me because I'm not involved in the struggle. I'm an unrelated character, therefore I can do what I like. Except that I can't because, holy wars cannot be declared in the struggle region. Okay, so how do I... Alright, well I'm going to take this land off of Montpellier, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to figure out how to get rid of this struggle. Grumble. I'm not a huge fan of the struggle mechanics. Other people are, but for me, it feels like a system that is like, you only notice it when it's like actively annoying you, and otherwise you don't notice it. And by annoying you, I mean when you try and interact with Iberia. But, yeah. Right, so let's take this land, which is only 2 holdings. We at least siege very, very quickly. That's a positive. There we go. Right. Enforce demands. War done. Cool. And now we can disband these troops. Yep. Awesome. So that at least took one of their allies, which is cool. Right, how do I get involved in a struggle? Let's see here. Feasts, hunts, legends. Don't need to do any of those. Also, do we have full men at arms? I never actually checked. No. Oh, okay. Let's go to our thematic armies. Yeah, we can also increase the size of those as well. Cool. Right. There's a thing in here about joining the struggle, isn't there? Iberian foothold. Oh, it has to be in the hostility phase for me to join. I see. You need to hold... Wait. The weakened warring states of Iberia opened the peninsula's doors to outsides. If one could declare themselves a new Christian leader of the region or simply a glorious invader, much could be gained. You need to hold 50% of the Christian faith counties in the Iberia region. I would love to. And you've held it for 15 years. So, my options are join the struggle for 15 years or wait for... How long till compromise wears off? Compromise. It's at 11 of 1,000, which means that it literally just entered the phase. Byzantine dominance ending decision? It's interesting. Is that just we hold all of Iberia? Yeah. Right, Majorca. Yeah, Majorca. Let's have a look here. You're winning your war at least. Title... No, that's not what I want to look at. Claimants. You have a claim and you have a claim. You want to join me? Yep. You want to join me? No. Okay. So you are going to join me. So you have a claim on Majorca. Yeah, Majorca. Right. I'll let everyone know that that person's part of a murder scheme. Hello. Right. He's arrived at our court. You can transfer... this person to this person. So I can transfer you to Armenia. Yeah, that seems like a good thing. That seems like that's your vassal, so I will give you your vassal back. They probably just won a war for independence or something. Or whatever, like to be independent from their liege, and then they're now back underneath them. Right, I can press your claims because it's a woman versus a child claim. And I can press your claims on the duchy. I just gave them a pile of money and then I declared upon them. Yes, I would definitely call that mixed signals, but, you know. If I could have done it in any other way, I would have. Right. Raise our men at arms. I'm not going to raise anyone else. And then we'll head over. Right. Triumph, keeping one's words. We didn't have any internal wars, therefore I got some legitimacy and some influence. Achievement, you'll never take me alive. What's that one for? You'll never take me alive? Travel to a safe holding while your capital is infected by a plague. Our capital is infected by a plague? Oh. It is. Oh, okay. Isolate capital? It would be nice if it told you. I know it. You could say like, oh, it tells you these, but it tells you these whether it's anywhere in your realm. Anyway, if our children get smallpox, then that just gives them a chance to survive smallpox and therefore be immune to smallpox. So, we'll go with that. Everybody's going to gain smallpox. Maybe after this, it's going to be a good point to... I got a staff. A good point to marry off people in our... Yeah, I don't need this. We can destroy that. Marry off people in our capital, because there'll be a bunch of people who've just had dead spouses. So, yeah, we'll think about doing that in a second. We've lost a champion charioteer. New champion charioteer is going to be this guy. Wonderful. Wife is pregnant, and we now get ourselves some more renown. Great. Siege. And we captured him. Perfect. I'll enforce my demands. Right. They have now changed name. We have now got this. And this now allows us to secure the Mediterranean. So, for 100 years, we get Masters of the Mediterranean, which gives us naval speed, coastal advantage, development growth, prestige, all sorts of good stuff. We get renown. And it unlocks the Mediterranean Conquest Cassibelli, allowing you to conquer any county along the shores of the Mediterranean for the duration of the house modifier while I control the kingdom of Balio Terena, which I don't need because I already have a Mediterranean Conquest CB otherwise given. And then all of this becomes part of... all of these become de jure part of the kingdom here, but they're all de jure part of another kingdom currently, so it's going to be weird. Anyway, Mare Nostrum. The taking of Majorca, Sardinia, and Sicily, we have declared ourselves the rightful rulers of the Mediterranean Sea. Envoys have sailed to all corners of the earth and notified lesser rulers about our glorious achievement. This sea and everything that it touches belongs to us. Nobody can oppose us. Wonderful. So, now all of this is part of this kingdom, but the thing is that's all messed up because this kingdom is not the same as this kingdom. So, like, they now have a kingdom that has no de jure land in it. Let me just check the Mediterranean Conquest CB while we're here. Yeah, so it's Conquest for a county. So we already have this because we can just do a county expansion, which is the same thing. Also, why is this lowercase? Why, this shouldn't be lowercase. This should be uppercase like the rest of it. Anyway, I'm going to give the title then, given that I don't care about it. That's the wrong one. Given I don't care about it, to you. Can I do that? Yep. Perfect. You can have that title. And then you'll probably destroy... I'm going to guess that you're going to destroy Sardinia? I actually don't know what will happen to Sardinia because there's no de jure land in it anymore. That's probably going to break. But anyway, we'll see. I can give you this person. But this person is also a de jure vassal of Sicily. Which is interesting. No, I... Oh, no, I can grant you to... Is that saying I can grant them to Sicily? Yes, okay. I don't know why it's... That's wrong. There we go. Grant them. I don't know why they were independent. Anyway, that's fine. Now we have an important question. How much did this annoy me over here, and do I want to destroy the Iberian Peninsula as revenge? Quite a lot. Yes. Alright, let's go. You got any claimants who are willing to join me? Well, you're foreign rulers, so probably not. You have an implicit claim. Nope. Alright, you're all children. You wouldn't join me, why not? You're a player heir, although not a player. Yeah, none of you are... Yeah, none of you are gonna be useful here. Who are you? So you hold this land over here. Can I take your land? Who you're currently losing in a war, or sorry, you're currently winning in a war. Who's got a claim on your land? Same group of people. How about you? Let's have a look at you next. You have a claim, and you'd accept an invite to court, and because you are a woman, we can press the other person's claim. Wonderful. Also, let's just check. I have no claims, or I have no wars that I can currently do. Who are you then? You're an aunt. Alright. Invite to court. And my court chronicler is dead. As is my eparch. Yeah. That's probably going to be a problem. You can be assigned for now. I did just invite an older person to my court. That might not be good. I could probably declare a war against you, right? Yeah, nothing's going to stop me declaring a war against you. We probably should as well. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for this person. She's arrived in our court. Wonderful. Press claim for the kingdom. Wonderful. You, Holy War. Just because you're going to be in the way of my troops. So let's do it anyway. Right. Raise some troops. Let's just raise men at arms. I know I could raise them all in the same time, but I think men at arms are all I need. That will give us a smaller army that doesn't struggle as much with supply limit. Yes, a bunch of people are currently dying due to the smallpox in my capital. If I had anything I could do about it, I would do it, but... Well, I guess I could probably switch my personal physician onto, like, control plagues. Yeah, that would probably help. Eparch's gonna be my daughter for now. That's alright. I don't have anyone who can fill that position. Master of the Horse, that can be my son. Court Chronicler, that can be this guy. Awesome. Right. Keep raising our troops. Sorry, I was just... I thought that was a different name. I thought that was... The first word was Byzantine there, but no, I read the wrong line. So I was thinking that was an odd name for a family, but it was actually a perfectly normal name for a family, as it turns out. Also, I just realized we have 3 commander traits here. Yeah, because we have experimental commander. Yeah, if this can level up, that would be really good for us. That becomes insanely good. Cool. Hey, my daughter lost smallpox, therefore becoming immune to smallpox. Maria, she did not lose smallpox. But we didn't think that Maria was our child anyway. So, it kind of works. Michael also died of smallpox. Which I'm sure is upsetting for Michael's family. Hey, one of my other daughters recovers. Oh, one of my other children wasn't born. You know, this is a good way of just filtering out who the true children are. The true children will be the ones who survive. That doesn't seem like a cold way of looking at things. Don't know what you're talking about. Right, 100% war score, enforced demands. Right, this new land is all part of this land here, which we will usurp. I'm going to grant this to local Basque noble. Local Octian noble. Not another one of them. So it appears to be 2 of you. So let's grant all of this to this guy. As in there's 2 people from that culture, 1 person from the other. So we'll grant it to the main culture. There we go. Right, so that got us a little bit of land there. Is Bordeaux, that's Saidi. I was wondering whether it might have been Orthodox, but no. Right, so now we're going to march our way through here. We gained a rival. Has conquered my realm? This guy has conquered my realm, apparently. What? What does that mean he's conquered my realm? What a weird message. This guy has conquered my realm. Despite not... I guess we conquered his realm, is what I should say. Not he conquered our realm. Anyway, I can ransom you for 100 gold. Let's do that. Right, go. Invalidated? Why? Did this person die? Of smallpox? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of probably my bad. Claimants? You have an unpressed claim. Hello. You are in a matrilineal marriage? What's up with that? You're the player heir of this dude. This dude being a vassal of... Yeah. So I don't think we have any way to get land within there anymore. So that's not going to work. Alsark, anybody willing to join us now? Nope. Anywhere else we can get in here? How about Seville? Seville appears to be Orthodox and has a child in charge, so... Anyone willing to join me? This guy is. Alright. Why don't you come to my capital? It's only got like a little bit of smallpox. We will summon a physician to help us. And then here, I'm going to grab local hero to get us diplomacy per level of fame. Extra 5 diplomacy. It also gives us access to the mellow journey and the appeasement travel options. Wonderful. And for that guy to say yes. Byzantine fever. Radical action. I will take desperate measures. This guy arrived at our court. It looked like he already had smallpox. I hope that that is not true. It is not true. He is merely possessed. That's alright then. Declare war. We're now going to raise some troops down here. So all the way down here. Raise men at arms. Let's go to war. It was a success. Wonderful. what I'd love to see. Also, we're earning about 400 gold a month, even while at war, with armies raised. It's crazy. Although I guess our armies aren't raised currently. But like, almost with men-at-arms raised. There you go, men-at-arms raised. We're still earning pretty much the same. Right, march our way over here. We can get there before he dies of smallpox. Right. In we go. Offer military assistance. Why would I ever say yes? I don't need military assistance. I am going to be fine. Pharmaceutical compendium. Nope, I'm not going to spend money on that. I don't know what that is. Should probably do a bunch of building at some point, but we'll do that in a second. Let's head over to Cadiz. And we'll take this as well. Right. Then we'll head up here. Take Sevilla. Anything in here? Oh, that says we can vassalize somebody. Who are you? Alright. You can be vassalized without religious exemption. Awesome. And now? Perfect. Who is your, does your liege? Your liege is this dude, who is my vassal, so I will grant you this dude. There we go. Right. Clear that out. Head back over here. How's our siege going? It's going alright. It's almost done. Great. And... oh, we're not done with the war yet. Anyone in prison? Yup. Well, they can stay in prison until I get the ability to do multiple people at a time there, because otherwise I'm going to have to click on that button that annoys me. So, we'll head in here and we'll siege. 12 days left. Wonderful. Enforce demands. We now have a vassal over here who does not have smallpox. He will, however, convert to my religion. Right. And that now gives us a border of people in here. How's the phase going? Phase is at 23. Alright. He should hopefully convert, and then we can figure out what we're doing next. Feast, hunt, inspection, seclusion, isolate capital, local arbitration. I don't need to do any of that. Actually, I can do local arbitration because now we're back in our capital. There we go. We get investing in development in our capital. This is what we want local arbitration to be used for. Yeah, that's better than the way we've been using it otherwise. Right, so now we have a border of some other people in here. So what wars have I got against you? No wars. Okay, you got any claimants? You got plenty of claimants. You got claimants who'll even join us. You got any younger claimants? 18? Won't join me. Okay, and then too young. 39 is the youngest, but he won't join us. Alright, let's go with you then. Pay for your travel expenses. Right, wonderful. Declare war. I am just realizing I'm now going to be getting the Umayyads into our administrative lifestyle as well. That's going to be very interesting, given that we already have the Abbasids and that they also have a lot of living members. But anyway, how many troops do you have? Yeah, I'll just raise men at arms. That's fine. Let's go. My ecumenical patriarch died, and I have a new ecumenical patriarch. Right. It's all fine. Just wait a second or two. I need a caravan master. That's a required position. Caravan master is a required position because it gives you army movement speed and supply limit, which seems very relevant to having an army. Oh no, they got slowed down. They almost reached me. Oh, well, now we're going to destroy them. They were running at us as we had 0 troops, and then suddenly we had troops, and they're like, oh no. I'll test whether this person's a saint. If he was a saint, I get a bunch of bonuses due to him being a saint. Defeated their army. Let's go to their capital. Right. Port now speaks Greek. Are you going to be admin, by the way? Where's the ask if you'll be admin button? Oh, I need to not be at war. Wait, he needs to not be at war. He's at war? How are you? I guess he has an alliance and he just accepted the call to war. Again, wait. Is that against... wait, is he in that same war that we gave this guy money for? Yep. Yep, he is. And he's attacking in that war. So we are, in a way, causing him to lose the war. That... Yeah. That we basically funded the other side of the war that he's in. That's weird. Anyway. Force demands. Right, we now have you. You're going to convert to our religion. Let's disband our troops. I also seized a couple of artifacts, sort by acquisition date. I seized a couple of core artifacts, I'm guessing. There we go. Yep, destroy that. Wonderful. This guy has converted. I'm now going to ask him to become admin. I'm going to use my hook to do so. He has now become admin, and he changed his house, weirdly. Oh, which means that it's not the Umayyads, because he changed his house. Well, alright, whatever. Pay ransom, sure. Sure. Have I got more than 4? Yep, so now I can press the mass ransom button. Right. That's all I was looking for. Solace in script. I say it's truly heartfelt instead of it's drivel, because drivel is rude. Right. So we've now expanded into this land. Artifacts of low durability. Greek June, we'll repair that. Bloodied Blade. I guess I'll repair that for now. Pay ransom. I accept. Wonderful. Guess that family... Yeah, I was going to say, I guess this family just isn't strong because they only have one... Yeah, they only have one member. Huh. But if you die, your heir is an Umayyad. So, there's potential there for some interesting stuff to happen. Right, you. You got any claimants? Wait, is that your only title? You have 2 titles. You have Battlevis and Kotoba. So, yeah. What wars have I got? Oh, I can do Holy Wars now, can I? No. Why? Wait a second. No. Wait, why can I Holy War you, but I can't Holy War you? Is it because Zaidi is not one of the religions that's in the Iberian struggle? Faiths? Yes, it's because Zaidi is not a religion that's part of the struggle. The struggles are stupid. They're stupid. I reiterate this. Why is he not involved in the struggle? This guy, not involved in the struggle. This is all the land he holds. He's not, like, his religion isn't part of the struggle. It's not relevant to him being part of the struggle, despite him holding it in the center. Right, this is in the center of the struggle. This is literally the center of the Iberian Peninsula. Not relevant. This guy, completely relevant. This guy, irrelevant. I can Holy War this guy as much as I like. This guy? Nah. This guy? Yeah. Yep, definitely. Holy War him. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. You got anyone I can... who's got claims on your stuff? You do. Cool. You joining me? Nope, you're his player heir. Fair enough. I got any wars against you now? Nope, not really. I could Holy War this guy for Andalusia. I kind of get the feeling I'm going to Holy War this guy for Andalusia. Yup. Right, let's raise all of our men at arms and go to war. Wonderful. Ah, dear. I always forget the struggle exists until it becomes annoying. And it always becomes annoying very quickly. Because generally the struggle is just a way to slow down, like, the gameplay of the game. And it makes a lot of sense if you're in the if you start in the struggle and you play through the struggle, it kind of makes sense as an event chain. If you're outside the struggle looking in, it looks like somebody's put walls around, like, this part of the game, and it's Here's the rules for just this tiny part of the game. It doesn't make any sense. I think that what I would like from struggle, also I'm able to hold that land. Is there any land yeah, so I hold that land. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, this is the land I shouldn't hold. I knew I picked up something at one point. Part of the most serene republic of Wallachia, which is not my vassal. No, it is my vassal, so you probably desire it. You don't desire it. Anyway, whatever. You can have it anyway. Cool. Right. What was I saying? I was probably, yeah. My problem with the struggle is, like, instead of putting in mechanics that, like, are adaptive and work towards, like, a greater complexity in the game and, like, add depth to the rest of the game, what they did is they put a wall around Iberia and went, we're going to have mechanics that only work in here and only under very specific circumstances. And it's like, but that doesn't make any sense, because that's not how things work. If this Byzantine Empire existed around Iberia, fundamentally, the composition of what was happening in Iberia, right, like the different complexities of the different faiths and cultures would change, because this exists, right? Like, that would change the struggle fundamentally, right? It would not play out the same way that it played out in real life, because in real life, there wasn't a giant Byzantine Empire next to it. That just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we're gonna win this war against them, and that'll make me feel better. Right, let's head down here and beat them up. Right, 100% war score. We have wiped their army. We will now enforce demands. Wonderful. Do we have enough to create the Kingdom of Andalusia? We do. You know what? Crazy thing to do here. This guy, you can have it all. And that's going to increase the cultural acceptance between Andalusians and Leaks by a huge amount. Wonderful. And now I'm not over the amount of land that I need to hold. Seems good to me. I can hold a mystical communion, no? Get myself some learning lifestyle experience. Right. How many years are we off this, by the way? 4 years. Good. Right, got 300 learning lifestyle experience. No other events popped up, which is awesome. And can I become involved in the struggle? I know the answer is no, but I just want to show that this is kind of weird. Nope. Nope, I'm not able to join the struggle. Oh wait, no, this is just this Iberian struggle ends. How do I become involved? Let's see here. Do you struggle? I'm uninvolved. Why am I uninvolved? Because my realm capital is outside, my culture isn't involved, my faith isn't involved. Cool, but I do hold, like, half of the Iberian Peninsula, basically. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to end the struggle as soon as possible next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.